And this is full of lots of cool features. You've got scroll wheel volume control, and it even works as a speakerphone. Maybe I can use it to tell the people about our sponsor. Hey, I got a point.
What, how?
What just happened? What just happened? I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. Quit telling you about our sponsor. But the question is, why are they so motivated? What's wrong with x86 and ARM anyway? And why is US Senator Marco Rubio over there in the corner?
I'm just here to segue to our sponsor.
All it takes is one company, like a Google, a Huawei, or an Apple that implements it into their ecosystem, and boom, you've got a RISC-V processor right there beside you. Just like right beside me is this Segue to our sponsor. And there are a lot of things I hate about it, you absolute trolls. However, unexpectedly, there were some things I genuinely liked, even if none of them had to do with the unique screen layout or to do with our sponsor. I'm honestly just happy the month is over and I can finally move on to my pick, the Fairphone 5. And you guys can finally move on with this Segue to our sponsor. The catch? All of the parts we're using are from AliExpress. This is gonna be one janky headphone, two janky headphones. Actually four, two pairs of janky headphones. Oh, and a janky Segue to our sponsor. Yours are objectively better than mine.
These are averaged.
Right, so these are not just one-off bad runs.
Yeah.
Okay, they suck. Just like this Segue to our sponsor. This just might fill that void. Or, given its colossal size, fill just about any void. Like this deep, dark, empty Segue to our sponsor. But for the amount of money you'd have left over, you could probably track down a tailor to fashion a suit for it out of fine Italian leather and still have enough money left over to fly business class to Milan with your super stylish luggable as your carry-on item. Now, with that wrapped up, if you'll just allow me to make a brief case for our sponsor. I, the savvy deal hunter, picked up a mixed lot of premium components. We are going to see who gets the last laugh. He's laughing now.
Yes, I am.
This is so much more economical. Yeah. You know, if you don't have to fabricate a thing for it. Minor details, though. Minor details, like this minor Segue to our sponsor. Wait, what? Hey, what's this? What's this in here?
This is the worst plane tickets ever, mate. Like, you could have given me a seat, could you?
It's dang pods!
I'm jet lagged.
This is gonna be fun. Just like this fun Segue to our sponsor. Maybe it was when you grabbed it, it changed the waveform.
No, I'm moving the pod.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah, there you go.
4.5.
All right,
So it's doing something.
just like I'm doing something, telling you about our sponsor. We've got the usual suspects like Google and Amazon, and we've got the less usual suspects like Xiaomi, Walmart, and TiVo. TiVo is still around? As it turns out, yeah, sort of. And you know who else is still around? The king of Segues to our sponsor. With a dongle though, that's not the case, and you can easily replace it once it begins to slow down or once its functionality no longer suits your needs. You know what won't slow down though? This Segue to our sponsor! Couldn't I just erase them and sell them, maybe at a nice discount? The answer is yes, but also more complicated than you might expect. There are a lot of ways to erase data, and they're not all created equal. Kind of like my Segues to our sponsor. There's still going to be a place for setups like this for a long time because reliable, trackable data destruction is critical for many industries, and sponsors are critical for reliable Segue to small problem. This is a lift over the, oh wait, have we done the sponsor read?
No, we haven't.
Oh,
No, we were supposed to get into the basement a lot faster.
okay, well why don't we segue to our sponsor? I think I have more questions about this thing than I had when we started, but I think that's gonna have to wait for the long-term impressions and review. Just like you're gonna have to wait to hear about our sponsor. Getting all the different softwares to work nicely with each other was somehow even worse than we expected. But it's definitely a video you should watch closely. Just like you should watch closely to see which Linus is doing the Segue to our sponsor.
Be such a coward. Go.
438 damage in one hit.
Oh, man.
That's basically this computer in a nutshell. And this is our sponsor in a nutshell. And there is no denying that the X11G Max's otherworldly size gives it some superpowers, even if it also gives it some peculiar drawbacks that we do have to acknowledge. After we acknowledge our sponsor. You know, like you're the kind of person who spends thousands of dollars on shoes or hats. This is kind of the bang for the buck option, right? And this is kind of a segue to our sponsor.